everyone. I'm Harvard Graham,
And I'm Craig.
and welcome back to Hyperbolic Psycho. Tonight, we'll be reviewing Food Wars Volume 1.
Also known as The Awesomeness.
Yeah. God, how long did I look for this?
You looked for it for as long as I was waiting for last night's episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah. And you asked if I found it yet. I said no. So what did this asshole do?
I bought it like a whore.
Yeah. So if your thoughts are Volume 1, Chapters 1 through 5.
Well, for some of you guys that don't know, which you guys will need to know, is Food Wars is based on the life of Soma Yukihira, who is aspiring to be a chef as great as his father. Now, his father always kicks his ass in food battles and stuff. And, well, you find out in the first chapter that, hey, this kid's got some talent. But then you find out in the second chapter, this kid is going to one of the most prestigious cooking schools in the country.
Yeah.
And not just, prestigious. No, the succession or graduation rate is less than 10%. Now, I've been reading this since chapter 1 came out years ago. Now, I got this little fuckhead into it about, I would say it was about maybe last year I got him into it by showing him a couple episodes. He's seen all the ecchi stuff, girls all sexy, their cleavage out, and the food gasms.
And you will know later on, I'm a big ecchi fan.
Yeah, his heart for ecchi is about as big as his boner.
And I am very much on love for Golden Design for telling me about High School DxD. But I like it. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Arananakari?
Yeah. She's kind of a set bitch.
Yes and no. And this is not a spoiler warning or anything. Once you get to know her better and stuff, and you get to recognize her as a character, you've seen when Soma did the entrance exam that she is known as the God Tongue.
Yeah.
Well, that is because of stuff that her father put her through. She is the way she is because of what her father's done to her. And the cool thing about it is, she was holding that entrance exam. The reason Soma passed was because of her grandfather. And you'll get into all that stuff later, figuring out why Soma was chosen for this academy, why, I mean, you get why his father wanted him to go to Totsuki. I mean, it's not just foodgasms and boobies and all that stuff. There is an addicting story behind Food Wars.
Well, let me say that they don't show reaction or anything like that. They censor it. But
it's a tasteful censor.
Yeah, you'll see what we mean when you read the manga and watch the anime.
Oh, when you watch the anime, they don't censor it. They don't really show the nudity on the anime unless you get into the OVAs. Then the OVAs, you get some good stuff.
That's kind of in the OVA.
So what we're telling you guys is this is the shit. This is awesome.
Yeah. And it's a good read. I enjoyed it. Not because of Irina, but it was good.
So, do you have anything else you want to say about it, Matt?
Late in life, I'll give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Me personally, because this is my favorite series, it's my favorite anime and everything, I got to give it a 12 out of 10.
And it has Food Wars, and they must read, and they must watch them. And
luckily for some of you guys that are against Funimation and stuff, Food Wars is dubbed by JC staff. So, yeah. I mean, you don't have to worry about that whole stuff with Funimation. They got their own studio and everything, which JC staff is known for Food Wars and now the awesome One Punch Man.
I sure can't believe the price on the Dragon Ball Z box.
Yeah, that's crazy. But in other news, I got some. Matt, I gotta tell you, man, I lent you that Persona 5 a while ago. Have you even picked it up and played it ever since? Well, as you notice, I sent you that thing about a new Persona coming out called Persona 5 Royale. Which is going to have an extended, godly, extra 30 hours of gameplay to it.
God damn.
And you get an entire third semester of school. You get another confidant. And you get another sexy girl joining the Phantom Thieves.
Anime is becoming more and more mainstream every year.
Certain anime animes are becoming more and more mainstream, like Dragon Ball Z and stuff. Now this, Persona 5, yes, it blew up the world for gaming. It was the best Persona game since Persona 4 Golden. And that was back all the way in the PS2 era.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So now you get this. And not just that, if you really want to know what Persona 5's about, you can watch the anime.
Yeah. And hopefully I'll get Food Wars of Volume 2 tomorrow.
Yeah, Food Wars Volume 2, and then you got 27 more to catch up on.
And you got Mario Volume 3. I want to do Sailor Moon sometime, but
Yeah, you want to do Sailor Moon, and
I know that you're not really a fan, so
but this is your channel, so I mean, I'll add my little inputs and shit, but you can talk about Sailor Moon and Sailor Uranus. Oh, for a must-watch, guys, also because we are all things geek. We're not just anime.
yeah.
Anybody that listens to this should go see Avengers Endgame.
Oh, please do. I'll be honest, it almost had me in tears.
Yeah, I remember you were all like, oh, I don't want to watch it because Brie Larson's in it. I'm like, dude, she's barely in the movie. And you were like, I gotta see this.
If she didn't open her big fucking mouth, she wouldn't be that bad.
Well, yeah, but I tell you what, she played a minor role in Avengers. Minor.
Yeah.
But thanks to this weekend, my weekend was fucked. I mean, I got crying through Avengers, and then yesterday, crying through Game of Thrones. I mean, holy shit. It was a sad day for nerds everywhere.
Yeah.
My Facebook is still blowing up with messages, people talking to me about Avengers and Game of Thrones. Literally, I had to do this and put my phone on mute because people are texting me about it. Matt, what you don't realize is girls love Game of Thrones. I mean, love it. You get on my Facebook and you just see girls are like, oh, me talking about Game of Thrones, automatically like. Maybe someday you can watch it and do a review on Game of Thrones. Because last night, the Battle of Winterfell was a higher budget in a freaking TV show than it was in Avengers. I mean, the budget for this war was insane. And let's just say this. It took 55 days of filming in Iceland for one episode. For this last night's episode.
Oh, fuck that.
And they did it all at night. So not just are we in Iceland, We are in Iceland at 3 o'clock in the morning, freezing our nuts off.
Yeah, fuck that.
I mean, the story behind all this filming and stuff is just as amazing as the show. And on that note, I know Matt wants to quit talking, so
we can
no, because this whole thing is about everything geek. So we're on topic no matter what we talk about.
Do I type of video? Food Wars Volume 1 review and yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I'm a hard maker.